Good morning, DBS Wakra, and this week's assembly is all about staying positive, and it's going to be delivered to you by me, Miss Mason. And hopefully, after reading this, you are going to have a couple of little tips and advice on how to keep that positive mindset and how to stay happy and positive as much as possible, especially at this time when we can sometimes feel overwhelmed by some of the negative information that we do hear about the global situation, and how we can play our small part in keeping a positive, happy environment in our homes whilst we are home learning with our families. So, first thing I wanted to go through with you is, what is positivity? What does the word actually mean? If you Google the word positivity or you look it up in the dictionary, this is what you will come up with. The practice of being or tendency to be positive or optimistic in attitude. So this is about the way you behave, the way you think, and how you act. And if we have a little look at that image there that I put on the slide, surround yourself with positivity. So only ever have around you a positive and optimistic energy, and you'll notice how it changes your mindset, it changes the way you behave, and it changes the way you treat others. And I think we can all agree, DBS Wakra, that it's very important that we show our positive energy and help others stay happy too. So, why is it so important? What are the reasons to be positive? So I've just put a small number here, and that's what we're going to go through this morning. Number 1, happiness. It's so much easier to feel happy than it is to feel sad. It makes your whole body feel so much more positive, and you look at life in a totally different way. Number 2, success. Let's take, for example, your online learning. If you start your online learning in the morning in a positive way, you will find that you enjoy your work more, and that you're more successful, and that your teachers are giving you much more positive feedback. And that's all by starting with a positive mindset and thinking to yourself, do you know what? Today, I'm going to absolutely smash my online learning. I'm going to be amazing, and I'm going to work hard, and my teacher is going to be proud of me. Thirdly, improved relationships. If you're positive and happy, you will find that the people who you live with, whether it be your mother, father, grandmother, aunt, brother, sister, cousins, your positive energy will rub off on them, and it will make them feel more positive too. And I think we can all agree that that's a really, really excellent outcome for just having a little bit more of a positive attitude. Better health. You'll have better physical and mental health if you start the day thinking, this is going to be a good day and I'm going to try my best. And later on in the assembly, I'll show you some ways that you can ensure you have better physical and mental health and stay positive. Improved self-esteem, finally, the way you feel about yourself. You will feel so positive about who you are as a person. You will know your gifts and your talents, and you can be proud of yourself and what you achieve and how you behave, not just in your schoolwork and online learning, but in how you treat your brothers and sisters, in how you treat your family, in how you behave, how you act, the words you choose, the language you use. And again, that all comes from being positive and optimistic in attitude. So how can we achieve these bullet points? What type of things can we do to help us on our path to positivity? Number 1, really, really simple, okay? Pick up a book and have a little read. One of the quotes that I really like on this slide is the bottom one. Reading gives us some place to go when we have to stay where we are. And obviously at the moment, we all have to stay where we are. We're all staying indoors for the health of ourselves and the health of others. So sometimes you might think, oh, I really fancy getting out and having a bit of an escape. Well, you will find that escape in a good book. And reading and escaping through reading will give you that feeling of positivity. Honestly, I promise you it works. Secondly, exercise. I spoke earlier about physical and mental health, and physical health links to mental health. After you've had a workout or you've done a bit of an exercise and you've stretched your legs, you will feel so much more positive in your attitude and so much more optimistic about the day ahead. And of course, as I've shown you here, we have got our wonderful YouTube videos that are going up daily from Mr. Shovelton and Mrs. Alexandridis, where they're showing you how you can improve your physical health while staying indoors. And of course, if you want to, you can invite the family pet, just like Mrs. Alexandridis does with Honey. And I really feel like Honey has become the DBS Wakra dog now, because I think we all know her so well from the workout videos. Thirdly, cooking. Cooking for some people is a real way of building up their positivity and making them feel good. Not only does it make you feel good cooking, but you're sharing it with your family and people who you live with. And that positive energy that you get from them in their gratitude, which links to Miss Talbot's assembly from last week, makes you feel good as well. So it's a complete win-win situation. And if you get a lovely meal at the end of it, or a lovely cup of tea, as demonstrated by Mrs. Khan, even better. And finally, I've just put the one up that most of us love to do, and that's sit down and watch a good movie. Sometimes you just think, do you know what? I want to watch a good movie with my family, and that will make me feel good, and that will make me feel positive. We all have different movies that we like, different genres, different styles. And obviously, we all know where we can find those movies to watch with our family or with our brothers and sisters to make us feel good after a good day of online learning. Treat ourselves with a nice movie. Actually, I've got one more. And I actually think this is the most important one on my list. Helping others. Honestly, the feeling you get from helping other people is more than any of those other things that I have on my list. The gratitude, again linking to Miss Talbot's assembly, that you feel from others makes you feel positive and makes you feel optimistic. Obviously, we're all indoors with our families, and sometimes it's okay to say that we might get on each other's nerves from time to time. That's normal. But if we can try and remain as positive as possible and help each other, even better. This has been demonstrated by Mustafa and Fayrouz, who were helping. Fayrouz was helping her brother Mustafa with his online learning work and helping him to understand what floating and sinking is. And to me, that was just such an amazing example of what it is to help others. Not only is Fayrouz helping her brother to learn, she's learning herself compassion, patience, consideration. And she's also helping her parents by looking after her little brother for a little bit whilst they get on with their jobs. So that positivity has spread around their family's home, and I think that's something that we can all learn from. So everyone, I hope that you've been able to think this morning about how much we can get out of life if we are more positive and have that optimistic mindset. I've told you some things that you can do to stay positive. Reading, exercising, cooking, watching movies, helping others. And if you start that this morning, you will notice that by the end of today, you can reflect on your day and think, do you know what? I had an amazingly positive day today and I achieved, I did well, and I feel good about myself. I'll leave you now with a few quotes that I've put on the final slide for you to think about. And if any day you do wake up or in the afternoon you feel a little bit fed up, go back to this assembly and pause this slide and think about why it's important to be positive. Every day may not be good, but there is something good in every day. Positivity is the key. Keep calm and stay positive thinking. You can't know a positive life with a negative mind. Think positively, network well, exercise daily, eat healthy, work hard, stay strong, build faith, worry less, read more, be happy, volunteer freely, relax often, love always, live forever. Thank you very much, DBS Wakra, for listening to this week's assembly on staying positive. I hope you have a wonderful week. You're all doing so well with your online learning. Keep up the amazing work and stay positive. Thank you.